November in Mexico is unlike anywhere else in the world. The air feels different, part festive, part sacred. The beaches filled with travelers chasing the sun and perfect weather. The mountains echo with sounds of revolution. And across the country, people light candles for the dead while giving thanks for the living. This is Mexico in November, a month where life and death can dance together, where ancient traditions meet modern celebrations, and where history reads in every street corner. I am Nancy Valiente, attorney, economist, and real estate broker with 12 years of experience. I have helped over 180 investors purchase successfully real estate in Puerto Vallarta and Banderas Bay. The high season begins as the rest of the world cools down. Mexico begins to heat up, not just in temperature but in energy. November marks the start of the high season, the most vibrant time of the year for tourism. From Peñasco to Cabo, Mazatlan to Puerto Vallarta, the beaches filled with visitors roam around the globe. In November 2024 alone, nearly 4 million international tourists arrive in Mexico, bringing over 2.7 billion in tourism revenue. Hotels sell out, restaurants overflow, and every sunset becomes a postcard. But it's not just about the crowds, it's about perfect conditions. High season means ideal weather. Days around 23 Celsius along the coast, with the Pacific averaging 21 to 25% at the Caribbean, maintaining warm 23 to 26 clear skies. Stretched endlessly calm seas invite swimmers and divers. The rainy season has ended and hurricane season officially closes by November's end. With hotel occupancy rates reaching over 63% across 70 tourist centers and beach destinations like Punta Mita and Bucerias hitting occupancy rates of nearly 88%, this is when Mexico truly comes alive. For coastal towns, this season isn't just high, it's golden. Yet, while the beaches shine with sun seekers, deeper inland another kind of magic is unfolding. Something older, quieter, and far more spiritual. Every 1st and 2nd of November, Mexico blooms in orange. Millions of cempasúchil flowers, marigolds, fill streets, homes, and cemeteries across the nation. According to ancient tradition, their vibrant color and musky scent guide the souls of the dead back to the living. Aztecs believed these flowers, whose name translates to the flower of the 20 petals, represented the sun's rays, illuminating the path from the world of the dead to the world of the living. Families build ofrendas, altars filled with candles, photographs, favorite foods, and precious memories. These altars incorporate the 4 essential elements. Water is left in pitchers so spirits can quench their thirst. Papel picado, the delicate paper banners, represent wind. Earth is symbolized through food, especially pan de muerto, the traditional sugary bread adorned with bone and skull shapes. And candles are arranged in crosses to represent the cardinal directions, helping spirits find their way home. Many ofrendas have 3 levels representing heaven, earth, and the underworld, while more elaborate ones can have up to 7 levels. This is the Day of the Dead, not a day of sorrow but celebration. Children play beside tombstones, bands perform in cemeteries, entire towns light up to say, "We haven't forgotten you, come home." While the world fears death, Mexico embraces it, turning grief into gratitude and loss into love. This tradition, rooted 3,000-year-old pre-Hispanic Aztec rituals honoring Mixtecatzihuatl, the Lady of the Dead, has blended beautifully with Roman Catholic tradition brought by Spanish colonizers. The result is a uniquely Mexican celebration that honors ancestors while affirming the continuity of life. Just one night before, on October 31st, Mexico joins the rest of the world in celebrating Halloween. It's a festival born in ancient Celtic lands where people wore masks to scare away evil spirits, but here is taking a life of its own. Children roam the streets shouting, "Queremos Halloween! We want Halloween!" Trick or treating in neighborhoods influenced by American culture. Store windows display costumes ranging from witches and zombies to superheroes. Parties with haunted house themes pop up in cities like Mexico City, Cancun, and Tijuana. At Major Day of the Dead celebrations, you will even find Hollywood horror influences, people dressed as characters from Saw, Scream, and Stephen King's It, alongside traditional Catrina costumes. It's modern Mexico, a fascinating mix of Netflix and nostalgia, of global and local fear and family. While Halloween is borrowed, the next celebration on Revolution Day is purely proudly Mexican. November 20th, 1910. A single call changed history. After 35 years under dictator Porfirio Díaz, a man named Francisco I. Madero issued the Plan de San Luis Potosí, urging Mexicans to rise up. Díaz had modernized Mexico with factories, dams, and roads, but at a devastating cost. Rural workers and peasants suffered tremendously. New land laws stripped indigenous people of their communal lands, giving them instead to wealthy foreign interests. As much as a quarter of all Mexican land was owned by American companies. Without formal legal titles, small farmers were rendered helpless. Madero, from one of Mexico's wealthiest families, called for revolution in the name of land reform and political freedom, declaring the Díaz presidency illegal and setting the date for uprising November 20th, 1910. What followed was a complex and bloody conflict that spanned a decade and cost 900,000 lives. Farmers, workers, women, everyone joined in. Revolutionary leaders like Pancho Villa and Emiliano Zapata became legends. The result was the Mexican Revolution, which toppled tyranny and gave birth to republic. It forget Mexico's identity, its freedom, its pride, its soul. In 1917, the Constitution was created to establish the term of limits for politicians, implemented labor reforms including 8-hour workdays, abolished child labor, and promoted equal pay. Today, every November 20th, observed one of the third Monday of November since 2006, parades fill plazas, children dress as soldiers, horses march through towns, stories are told, sung about revolutionary heroes. The flag flies higher than ever. It's not just a holiday, it's a heartbeat, reminding Mexico where it came from and who is it. Interesting? This holiday weekend has also become tied to El Buen Fin, Mexico's version of Black Friday, when retailers offer massive discounts, blending patriotic pride with modern commerce. Then, at the end of November, comes a quieter celebration, one borrowed but beautifully remaining Thanksgiving. While not a Mexican national holiday, Thanksgiving has found a warm home in Mexico, especially in areas with large American expat communities. More than 1.6 million Americans live in Mexico, the largest community of U.S. citizens living outside the United States. Between 2019 and 2022 alone, the number jumped by 70%. Many still gather each year to give thanks only now on their palm trees and in the glow of a Mexican sunset. In resort towns and expat hubs like Los Cabos, Puerto Vallarta, the Riviera Maya, and San Miguel de Allende, you will find traditional turkey dinners with a Mexican twist. The turkey, sometimes it's prepared with Mexican seasoning like adobo or served as pavo and mole poblano. Turkey dressed with rich chocolate-infused mole sauce, mashed potatoes might share the table with tamales, cranberry sauce, gets a splash of mezcal, and stuffing is accompanied with chile relleno and pozole. Pumpkin pie transforms into flan, pan de lote, or crispy buñuelos dusted with cinnamon sugar. Restaurants in tourist areas craft special Thanksgiving menus that honor American tradition while celebrating Mexican culinary brilliance. Some families even create thankful trees using colored paper leaves inscribed with messages of gratitude, symbolizing collective blessings. But the spirit remains the same: friends, family, gratitude. And slowly, locals join in because no matter where you're from, saying thank you is a language everyone understands. November in Mexico isn't just a month, it's a story of sun and spirit, a history of home owning endings that always lead back to beginnings, from the marigold-scented air that welcome guests who visit once a year to the revolutionary parades that celebrate the heroes who changed the nation, to the tables laden in turkey and tamales, where gratitude is spoken in two languages. This is a land that celebrates life in every form it takes, where perfect beach weather meets sacred traditions, where 4 million visitors discovered paradise while 130 million Mexicans honor their roots, where the past and present embrace, and where every celebration, whether ancient or adopted, reminds us what it means to be truly alive. Subscribe for more stories that reveal the real soul of Mexico, and give me a comment what do you think about all this celebration, and see you in the next video.